Greetings, everybody. This is basscomesaveme. Today we are in talk with Diva Sativa.
Hello, everybody.
We are in Barcelona, sitting in Diva Sativa's headquarters. And thank you for the interview.
Thank you for thinking about me and giving me this opportunity. And thank you all for watching.
Yes. So, let's jump right in.
Let's do it.
Maybe you tell us a bit about who you are.
My artistic name is Diva Sativa. My real name is Raluca. I'm a dub vinyl collector. I've been collecting vinyl since more than 10 years now. I'm also a selectress. And yes, my main focus is just playing vinyls. But I think for me it goes beyond the music. It's also about transmitting the message and giving music the space to promote peace and to fight against the oppression, all types of oppression.
And dub music is the way to do so.
Yes, for me, yes. I think it has, besides just spinning the records, I also like the lyrics and I like the message a lot behind the songs. So this kind of shapes my sessions and also the way that I do them. It's very important that they are transmitting a strong message.
How did you find the dub? Can you tell us about it?
I discovered dub music when I was in around 20, so almost 20 years ago. I was living in Romania back then, and there was a venue in Cluj-Napoca, the city where I was studying, and it was like a thematic nights. Every day it was different, so it was also kind of alternative, underground. It was the only one back then. And on Mondays, it was the Dub Mondays. So once I started to go, it just hit me. I mean, of course, beside the reggae music that we all know, Bob Marley and and the others, because you were hearing those playing in the guitar in the festivals on the streets that were. But yes, it was there, and I remember there was the selector that was playing every Monday. He's Dutch actually, and thanks to him I discovered music. And also I have some friends. They were having a sound system back in the city, and they were doing also parties. It was not a common thing in Romania, not even these days. These days there are more sound systems, but back then it was really rare. So there was also one festival, one love gathering it was called. Now it's not happening anymore. And they were putting up the sound in the nature for 1 week, and it was just 1 week, dub. It was really nice, yes.
So you've been telling us a bit already about the message is important for you, the vibes, to get it into your sessions.
Yes, very important. I think it's what for sure structures my session when I do them.
I think this might be a good chance to lose my pullover. The message is important, you tell me, and maybe you can elaborate a bit further. What is dub to you?
Well, for me, it's as I mentioned earlier too. It's not just spinning the records or only about the music, but it's also I try to make it a way of life and to stand firm to my principles and to what I think is right. No. And also the consciousness behind and all the teachings that teach us the dub music. I think it's is what dub means for me.
And do you have a favorite tune or a favorite artist when it comes to dub?
Not really. I mean, there is so much music out there, and for me it's very difficult to just choose one. But lately, let's say I've been driven more for sound system Jamilitan sound system. I really like it. Indie Boca sound system, I really like it. And beside the legacies that Jashaka left us, now Black Mix also, he's gone, but it's uncomparable music that they left for us to, and they are always gonna live through the music with us. But yes, I think it's hard to choose just one song.
Makes sense. Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. What was your first vinyl? May it be dub or other?
It's going to be funny because it's actually I don't think it was a dub vinyl, because back then when I was living in my hometown there was not a lot going on, and then I moved to a bigger city where I was a student, And actually, I discovered sound system culture through hard techno music, through Technival. There was it started to be a thing in Romania, happening once a year. So it was there when I went the first time, and I saw all of these sound system mount.
They use as well, right? Custom-made sound systems.
Yes, and they also, I mean, they are also handmade, and they also bought, but they were like huge walls. So I had different times in my life where I was listening to different style of music.
Yeah.
And now I don't buy records anymore of hard techno. I also have a punk collection because I also was into punk, and they are still here somewhere.
Nice.
But in the end, the message is also like they are also, even if the techno music doesn't really have a lot of lyrics, but it's also they fight against the oppression, they fight against the system. So for me, they are all kind of different, but having a message behind as well.
Do you want to tell us a bit about what is your main focus in dub? What do you do?
My main focus is to share the music as a culture and not just the sound. So through my selections, I try to create a journey, always like a musical journey, with starting with more roots and more easy, and then increasing progressively. So I get to a point where it's very conscious music, and it's a little bit really makes your body move.
How did you get introduced to play music yourself?
I was collecting already vinyls, and I never thought of just going out there and play them somewhere outside of my house. No, I was this bedroom DJ, selectress, and I was actually quite shy. I remember my friends, with the help of my friends, they were telling me that I should really go out there because it's nice now to share the music and to make the people dance and see that they are enjoying. So it all started from there, and I realized I liked it a lot more. I mean, not a lot more. I'm also myself, I like to dance. So anyways, when I'm playing sessions, if I'm not playing, I'm on the other side of the decks, always there, jumping around. But yes, it was my friends and my partner that really gave me the push to start playing vinyls outside of my bedroom.
Nice. And where was the first opportunity for you to do so?
It was here in Barcelona. Actually, I started to play. It was not a venue for doing shows. It was a place from some friends. It was like a restaurant, more or less, and people were going there to eat. But on the weekends, they were having like vinyl nights, only vinyls. So I remember when I said, okay, maybe I should go out and try to play. They gave me the opportunity to go there and to play my music, to play my vinyls, because they were more like techno. And I think it was the first time somebody played that music in the venue. And then it all started from there. It was nice. Now the place doesn't exist anymore, unfortunately, but it was there. And I remember I was very, very nervous to play the first time.
But I imagine, now that I see Diva Sativa is doing a lot more sessions after this first experience in the restaurant, that probably the people, they resonated in a positive way.
I hope so, or at least it's what I'm trying. But yeah, starting from there, well, I was having, I think, once per month, maybe in that place, or something like this. I don't really remember. And after that, I mean, I started to grow. I'm not that famous now. I started to grow organically. There was a series of events that Azadi Soundsystem was doing, and they were trying to invite people from all over the town every Sunday, once per month on a Sunday. And I remembered I was also very nervous. It was the first time I was playing on a sound system. It was, but it was an indoor session. And I remember I couldn't sleep the night before. So yes, and beside this, another credit I'm gonna give to my friends from Cornellà here. They did Fiesta Mayor, because it's a thing here in Catalunya, and they were actually the first ones invited me to play on the sound system on an outdoor session.
Nice.
And I really, really loved it.
Yeah.
And people were dancing and they were having a lot of fun. I was getting a lot of positive feedback and kept me wanting to do it more.
Yeah. Being nervous before the sessions, you have any recommendations? Any best practices you do to get around that?
Not anymore. Not really, because I think, I don't know, I guess it's gonna go once you get used to it more. It's gonna get less nervous, but I didn't get there. So every time before a session, I'm getting a little bit nervous, but in a good way. So I also think it's positive and constructive nerves, not on the bad side. And after playing a few tunes, I already lose myself, and dancing while playing, it's a good one. It really makes you forget about the stress, and I start to enjoy it. I mean, I'm anyways enjoying it, but it's once I get rid of my emotions, of nervous emotions, it really goes into the flow.
Yeah, there's some very good advice, I think.
Thank you.
Next, I want to go to your collaboration with Black Rhino Radio. I see you have a residency at Black Rhino.
Yes.
Do you want to tell us a bit how it came together and what is Black Rhino Radio?
Black Rhino Radio, it's an online radio based in Bucharest. I don't know exactly what year they started, but I think it's going on since many years now. I mentioned before about my friends that are having a sound system back in Romania. They have already their residency, and I was their guest in 2 editions. And after these 2 editions, I was contacted by Black Rhino Radio if I want to have my own residency. It's 1 hour each month. And of course, I was very excited to have my own radio show. It's also, I was recording sessions and putting them on SoundCloud by myself. So I think it's a good way, to keep up with because I don't get the chance to play so much in like every week or something. So because I really like to play, I was recording my session, and it was like, why not? Then if I can do it on the radio, even better. So it's like this. I started in September, actually, this year.
This year, September?
Yes.
Nice. And I think it makes a lot of sense what you say, like practicing selecting and recording the thing, right? You have something to look back to and maybe analyze how it is, and maybe some nice music to listen to, right?
Actually, it's now that you mention it, I was listening to some of my first sessions that I put it up on SoundCloud, and I can see my progression because I consider it a progression. I think I play better than I was doing at the first time. I get not that there is a bad way or a better way in playing, but I think I see a difference.
You see a progress, you see a development of skills,
And also it's like you mentioned, it's also practicing. I can look back in the time, and it makes me, I think, also more organized because I started to keep track of my songs, of the tunes that I'm playing. So it happens, for example, in the first ones that I recorded, I'm listening to them. It's like, and this tune, what tune is this one? I don't remember. I mean, I cannot remember also all my vinyls, And yes, I think it also makes me more organized.
Yeah. Recently, you've been to Bucharest, it was?
Yes.
Invited by Black Rhino Radio?
Yes.
Alongside Toroki and Words Out and Power, it was, if I'm correct.
Yes, that's correct.
Can you tell us a bit about the experience going there and performing with those great artists and at this place? How was it?
It was incredible. I really had a lot of. I think it's gonna remember. Actually, it was the first time playing outside of Spain, even if I'm not from here. So I was kind of international gig, but back in my home country, it was a really good experience. I was not expecting that, to be honest. And when I was going to Romania to visit my family, and I was talking with my friends from my hometown to see if there is something going on, because we kept on saying that maybe if I go sometimes in Romania, I can play. And since I don't play digital, I have to know it in advance so I can take my vinyls with me. And the idea before was, I asked him if something is going on, and he said, no, but there is going to be something in Bucharest. Maybe we can do something there together. And it's like, yeah, why not? And then the plans change a little bit because, the dates sometimes, they don't just want, the plans that you are making, they don't turn out to be exactly like that.
Yeah.
And my friends played in the residency in October, and since I was in November there, so I stayed for the date in November, and I didn't know that lineup yet. So when I saw I'm gonna play with Orochi World Sound and Power, I was like, incredible. I was really excited and, as you can imagine, really nervous.
But I guess like a few tunes into your selection, a little bit of dancing to your vibes, and then the nervousness calmed down.
Yes, and it also helped the fact that one day before playing with them, I had a live streaming from the headquarters of the radio, and I also got the chance to meet Toroki the day before, so we spoke a little bit, and it was, let's say we broke the ice.
Yeah.
And I was a little bit less nervous than I thought. I also mentioned it before the interview. I think I make it more mentally than physically, and I was thinking that maybe my hand is gonna shake when I put the vinyls. That didn't happen, so I'm quite happy about that.
Nice, yeah.
It was really a very great experience.
Happy to hear. And yeah, I see you're like selecting like in physical spaces, but a lot, as we've heard now, in digital spaces too. So you have like the Black Rhino residency. Lots of your selections are on SoundCloud, and you have your own streaming format with Waves of Dub, right?
Yes, yes. It's actually, I had a Christmas edition yesterday. It all started with the same. During the COVID, it was we were not able to go out, so we were watching a lot, and it became a thing, to the streamings. And then I remember we were here with Buka came to play in Barcelona, and he's a friend of mine, and we were talking like, like, no, as a joke. He started, to be honest. Maybe you could do also your own streaming, and I was like, that is not such a bad idea. And then in more or less 1 month, I started it, and it also was the idea to meet with friends from here, since we don't really have the chance to play together. So it's like, why not come over and we have some fun, we stream it, and so also my friends from across the seas, they can enjoy it too.
So people, if you want to see or hear Diva Sativa, you look on the sessions near and far, and also you can look digitally and online to find her selections. Continuing, I would like to speak a little bit about the sound system and how it works in Catalunya, because you've been mentioning before that I think the first time you play on a sound system, it was in a Festa Mayor.
Yes, correctly.
For everybody who's listening right now and asking himself or herself what is a Festa Mayor, it is in, I think in Catalunya, maybe in the rest of Spain as well. But I know it from Barcelona that each district has like a sort of a party for the district in one time of the year. To correct me, please.
Yes, it's like this. I don't know if it's happening outside of Catalonia, but I know that here it's like the days of the city. And here in Barcelona, they do for each neighborhood. There is, for example, now we are neighborhood Sans, but Sans neighborhood, it also has sub-neighborhoods, to call them. All of them, they have their own. So it's
so there's one for Sans and for the sub-Sanses.
Yes,
well,
exactly. And it's I've never seen this happening anywhere else, and I think it's a good thing, because like this, the sound system that are in the city, and not only in the city, also outside of Barcelona, they have the chance to put them literally on the street, because everything is happening on the street. So it's during summer you get to have a lot of parties, to be honest.
Really, really nice. For me, I've been to some Festa Mayores and I've seen sound system playing in the streets, and for me, like, first of all, it was kind of the feeling, this is where I really like the sound system to play a lot, because it's out there in the streets for the people to play with no entrance fee to pay. You can just walk by and catch some vibe and get along. And like, yeah, I think it's a very good platform as well. I know in many areas or many scenes or communities where I talk about people and where they play their sound systems, it's sort of difficult to find spaces, especially official spaces. And this sounds like a very nice platform for sound systems in Barcelona to put their sound, like you say, on the street and play some music for the people, right?
Yes, I mean on the other side of this, it's of course sometimes neighbors are complaining. The parties don't go until the morning, but it's fine as long as we have them and we can enjoy them, like you say. Also, it's also for free, so you can just go. For example, you walk in a neighborhood and then you don't know what's going on, and then out of nowhere you see a sound system. So it's the surprise. It's even better. Or also like a tourist, or you don't know if there are things or events going on. It's a nice thing to expand, the music, and to bring awareness and also to share it with the people.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think this is the very, very nice point, very nice opportunity to have there, to share it with people in a very broad dimension. Like if there's a sound system session, it's very often addressed to people who know sound systems already. Like it's like if I go to a sound system session, very often I know the people who are there. In like a Festa Mayor, I think it's very open to the public.
Yes.
This is, I don't know if you can relate to this in situations like this. I see a thing that I experienced myself when I've been listening to a sound system the first time, being like, wow, what is this thing happening? It feels like amazing. And I start moving and jumping. And I think putting a sound system on the street is a perfect opportunity for experiences like this. And
like you mentioned it, I didn't really think about this, but it's true. It gives the opportunity to people who don't know about this scene and what's going on to discover it. And sometimes when you go to them, it's nice, to see like maybe grandmothers from the neighborhood going there and starting to dance. And it's a positive thing. I really think it's a positive thing.
Yeah. When we look into the future, do you have anything planned for 26 or?
I don't have so many stuff. If they are not out yet, I'm not gonna reveal them also now.
Right.
But for my first gig is gonna be in February, 7th of February. Azadi Sound System. It's putting up a party, really, really nice one. I think it's a really nice lineup. Dabkezem is gonna play.
Nice.
Everest Dab is gonna play too. Also, the great producer, great friend of mine as well. And me, I'm going to play as well.
Nice.
And I'm really happy for the opportunity. It's going to be 30 years of Dabkezem, 4 years of the sound system. And they are going to present it with 4 Paraflex, I think they have, if I'm not wrong. And it's going to be the first time they're taking out 4 of them. So it's going to be massive. And if you're around, please come. It's going to be really, really, really nice.
Where is it happening? Which location?
In Lanao. Yes, it's gonna be, I think it's on a Saturday. Normally they do, from time to time there are sessions going on there, but they are like on a Sunday, so it's more like on Sunday afternoon. And this one, it goes until 3 o'clock in the night. This is another thing here. The venues, there are and there are not so many. If you go to a party, if it's a dub party, you know what you're going to. But it's also, I don't know if it's, how is it back in Hamburg or in other countries. But here in Barcelona, I think we are missing venues to have more constant dub parties. Yeah. It's either the sound limitations or something is going on, and there are not so many.
It's not many venues, huh? So no. I think one reason you've touched already, like the noise might be one part being problematic, and do you, there's a cat coming by, sorry, this is like distracting me. You were asking about Hamburg, this is where I wanted to go. In Hamburg, this is an interesting thing, we have like some spaces that are non-commercial. And they are sort of easy to access with a sound system, but if it goes to everything other than this, it gets more difficult. And the way I see it, maybe you can elaborate on this a bit. The way I see it here in Barcelona, but I don't have much insight, I guess. It looks like these non-commercial places, they do not exist or are very, very small.
I mean, there are... I didn't go to too many because I don't think. Normally, I like to support the scene, and if even if I'm not playing, I go there to support the artists, to give my support to the events when there are. But no, not really. For example, you would imagine there is a warehouse at the periphery of the city, and you can just put the sound system there, or like a squat or something, but not so much. And I think if they happen, maybe they are not up music. For example, I know there is a neighborhood. On Sunday morning, if you pass by, you see a lot of people going to after parties somewhere in an industrial area. But I don't know, that is not happening there.
Being able to have a party or a session going on, so it seems to be be important to know some place where you can put the sound system and
And I mean, there are a lot of nice venues now where there are parties going on until 6 o'clock, but it's also a different type of public, different type of music, and they are, of course, those ones, they don't have problems with sound or noise limitation because they are very well soundproof. But I don't know. I remember when I moved to Barcelona, there were happening in Apollo. There were events going on a Wednesday. Maybe not the best day because on Thursday most of the people are working or having stuff to do. And there were going on there were events happening, but not anymore. So I don't know what happened with that. And I even remember the first summer when I moved to Barcelona, there was a Dub Academy week, and it was all week and in different locations across the city in like really nice venues, in good venues. But also since then, it didn't happen anymore.
I see. And this is, I think, what I can see a bit when I follow the action, let's say, the movement of sound systems in Catalunya. I see there's, in the last, let's say, 5 years that I had my eyes on it, there were a lot of sound systems like still already there and emerging. And I see that there's events and sessions coming and also like going. There's like a lot of movement, I guess, in the Catalan scene. Yeah,
I think there are a lot more sound systems than there were 8 years ago when I moved to Barcelona because I don't know what happened. Probably more people discovered the dub world. They are into sound system. I would also like to have one sound system. I even have my name of the name of the sound system, but it's difficult. I don't have space to keep it, so it's not my focus right now. But yes, there are like many, and also not only Barcelona but around Barcelona and in all Catalonia and in all Spain actually. There are, I think it's growing quite a lot, which is a good thing on one side, but also maybe a bad thing. I don't know, because if it gets to be mainstream, then maybe it loses a little bit of its scope. No, because I kept on mentioning also in the beginning that it's not just about the music itself, but it's also like what this music is transmitting and what's the purpose, where it's coming from. So it's like if we massificate it too much, maybe then it's not in concordance with what it used to be.
Yeah, it's difficult then to integrate still this. These sentiments or these aspects of the culture and the music, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So we don't want to capitalize it too much.
Exactly.
And me, myself, I think I prefer to go to smaller parties than to bigger parties because, I don't know, it gives more like an intimate feeling and more like a family thing.
Yeah, I see where you're going. I think they both have their, like, let's say, interesting parts. But for me, like in the smaller ones, I get this exactly what you're saying, this familiar feeling. Also, I like to be in a session very early, to be like maybe there's no one there and I'm just hanging around, catching a vibe and I don't know, immersing myself into the situation.
Yes, I like to be there also. When I go to an event, I also like to be there early because let's say I'm suffering, I have FOMO, fear of missing out, so I really don't want to miss anything. So if I go somewhere, I want to be there when the music starts and until the music finishes.
I see. With living in Barcelona, you're not so far away from the border to France. And I mean, I haven't experienced it much myself, but I hear and see that there's a lot of sound system going on in France. And I'm thinking to myself, maybe you can take advantage of the geographical location you have.
I definitely take advantage because back here, when I was back in Romania, it's not that it's very far away, but it's harder to know. It's not that, oh, what do I do this weekend? I'm going to go to France to a party. So from Romania, it's a little bit more harder to do that. But from here, I mean, it's 4 hours drive from Toulouse, where there are a lot of events going on. So I think it's very nice position to be able to go to France. And actually, I do go a lot to France. I don't know why I'm not going also more in the UK, but I don't know, it's more easy accessible for me, France, and I really like what is going on in France with the dub scenes. So
can you maybe tell us a bit about how you experience it?
Yes, actually I'm going quite a lot. I have already an event which I discovered 2 years ago, and I've already been to 2 sessions. I'm looking forward to go next year too. It's Breda Circus. It's close to Toulouse. And it's over the weekend. So because it's over the weekend and during the week I cannot because I have to work, it's what do I do? So it's like I get the chance to see a lot of great artists and to experience different side of that, like from what I'm seeing here to what I'm seeing in France. And it's a lot happening, a lot in France. Actually, I'm gonna go to visit some friends at the end of January too, close to Lyon. And yes, I don't know, I think sometimes I like to not to go out so much, but then when I go out, maybe I go out to France and to, like you said, to take advantage of this also. Then, for example, last year I've been to a festival happening in Pyrenees Mountains. It was incredible. The location, awesome, the music, the vibes, I don't know, it's just, I really like French dub scene. And I don't know, it's I think it also, like this I also discover different music. Sometimes I just don't know all the artists, but like this I can see, it helps me also to shape and to get to, I don't know, get more insights for myself as a selectress.
You get a wider perspective,
yes.
Right? Yeah, it's very, I think like I like how you put it, that you can discover it, how it happened in Catalunya and Barcelona, and also how it happened in France and Toulouse, for example.
And also, it's good in making connections, even though I'm not very good in making connections. But yes, it's nice. I'm really happy that I get this opportunity to go.
Really nice. Appreciate also the connection. Diva Sativa, do you have anything you want to say?
I don't know, just stay conscious, stand always right stand by what do you think is right for you, and try to be in concordance with whatever you preach. Also try to do, because it's in the end, it's not just about the music, it's also our actions that can help improve this world that we are living in, because we are living dangerous situation and dangerous times. So yes, music for me is my way of trying to I don't know, to express myself and my message and my vision about the world. So yes, thank you for the opportunity for the interview, and yes, thank you all.
Sorry for interrupting.
No problem.
There was a strong message for the end. Thank you for these kind words, Diva Sativa. Thank you for the interview as well. Thanks everybody for watching, and yeah, we see you next time. Bam.
See you.
Check.